Knock with CDH for another 5-Minute Friday. So one of the cool things I like to follow on Instagram is this guy here, World War II then and now. And basically what they do is they take a picture from World War II, what it looked like then, and they show you exactly what it looks like now. And so what they'll do is they'll find the picture. Here's a good example of this particular street. And then they say, here's exactly how it got rebuilt or what it looks like in modern days. And I love that because it really shows this, like, hey, things have changed, and it shows the history of it. Okay, now, this idea of capturing history has been a very, very popular for the SharePoint environment for a super long time. And Microsoft rolled out a great feature called version control. That means every time you make a change to a document, it keeps a full copy of the document, and you can always go back in history and see it. But we've only seen that really implemented and really come to life within a intranet or portal environment. However, one of the cool things we're seeing here is with OneDrive is that you have capabilities of using versioning, okay, inside your OneDrive. That means that every time not only you save your personal documents, but every time that you save them, it's keeping a full version of the document for your personal artifacts. And I was talking with a bunch of people this week, and they're just like, what? You mean I don't have to go version 1, version 2, version 3? It'll just do it for us automatically? I say, yes, V for version control. Alrighty, so that's pretty cool. We've normally seen it here on the intranet platform and that kind of scale, but we're now seeing it here in this and this platform also, where versioning is built in. Now you're thinking, well, how is that even possible? Well, we know that because OneDrive really is built on a SharePoint site. And if you come from a traditional SharePoint environment, your OneDrive is the My site for personal storage. It's not all the parts of My site. It's not your user profile. It's not a news feed, but it is the file storage. And since it's using SharePoint in the background, you are good to go. So let's see it in action and see if OneDrive actually works. So here you go. This is my personal OneDrive that you can see here. And you notice I got a whole bunch of files. Okay, and there's a file here called FMF, 5-Minute Friday. Okay, and if I give it a right click, I'm going to go up to open. I'm going to say open in Word Online. So it opens up. You can see I've already made a couple of edits. So let's add another edit in here. This is another edit. Okay, and it's Word Online, so it's auto save, and I just stinking love that. Give it a click, I go back, and it's now captured all of that content. Okay, now you're like, that's really amazing, but did it really work? Did it really take it? Did it really cable the whole copy of it? You know, here's how you can check. So if we give the document a right click, nope, not a click, just a right click, you'll find there's this great option. Whoa, I just totally went bonkers on me. There it is. I got this great option right here of version history. Yay! So I give it a click. It's then going to give me a little side panel, and it's going to show me, hey, first edit was done 23 minutes ago, 22, and just now. Wow, that's amazing. But you're thinking, Ryan, you are in the browser. Of course it works that way. Of course, everything is perfect in the browser. What happens if I have all this content synced to my local machine? So here is my local machine. This is my File Explorer. Within my local machine here, notice I'm using my OneDrive, and if I look, here is the FMF, okay? Notice a little checkbox here. That means all the changes I just made have synced down onto this machine. So if I give it a double click, there it is, another edit, okay? And I'm gonna say, from my computer, this is now edited. Okay, but now I'm not using Word Online, so I do have to use the Save button here. I'm going to take Microsoft Word, I'm going to close it down. And if we look, you notice the little icon there that's going to tell us, hey, it's syncing the changes. And as soon as that goes away to the check, okay, that means all those changes got pushed up. And not only did it get pushed up, but it got another version. So let's check it out. So if I go back over here to OneDrive and I'm looking online, let's refresh the browser. And let's see if the version history has this next version I just put in there. So let's go to right-click version history. And just now, another one 2 minutes ago. And if we open up the document, I'm just going to click on the name of it. It'll open up in read-only mode. Well, there we go. From my computer, this is now edited. So folks, that is the 5-minute Friday tip I'm going to show you today, is that version control, fantastic tool, but we've only really been familiar with it in the context of like a SharePoint portal. But when you roll out OneDrive, since OneDrive really is a SharePoint site that's personalized for an individual person, it gets all the sweetness of SharePoint also, along with all that version control. Thanks a lot, guys. This is Ryan for another 5-minute Friday. We'll talk to you soon. See you next week.